48 years.
48 years.
48 years.
48 years.
48 years.
48 years.
Thank you, Pastor, for 48 years. I have been here for all 48 years and really appreciate your faithfulness, your dedication to this church, to this community. We love you. We wish you a very happy retirement, you and Judy. Y'all have been such a blessing to me personally and to this church. And from the bottom of my heart, I say thank you very much.
Thank you, Pastor. Thank you, Judy, for playing matchmaker for me and Clarence, for directing our wedding, Pastor, for baptizing and for marrying us, baptizing both of our kids, and for always being there through all of our funerals, our happy times, and our sad times. And we love you both dearly.
Good afternoon, Ron and Judy. This is Chris Leftwich from New Smyrna Beach, Florida. Congratulations on your retirement and 47 years of a wonderful ministry at Grace Baptist Temple. We love you and thank God for you. What an honor it was for me just a couple of years ago to come and give my testimony and sing a few songs. Wish I was there today. Again, congratulations. We love you and we thank you for all you've done in your community and in your church. May God continue to bless thou good and faithful servants. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
I just want to say thank you for the time that I've been here at Grace Baptist, for the pastor and Judy, and for always making me feel at home, for being the guiding light that led me back to the Lord, where I rededicated myself, and for all the influence that you had on my grandchildren. That's made such a big difference in me. I love you both so very much.
And thank you, Pastor Ron and Judy. Not only do I have the privilege of knowing you through church, but working with you at the hospital for many years. And you've been a wonderful example and so patient and kind. Thank you both.
Brother Ron, I'm really sorry I'm going to miss you and Judy's special day. You know, you guys have been a part of our family for so many years, from, you know, bringing her on to the Lord, to baptizing her, to marrying us, to all the hours that you spend in prayer for our family on both sides when they were sick, to the awesome job you did at the funerals on both sides. For all this, you know, I am forever thankful. And I just want you to know that there's no way that I would be the person I am today without the years and years of sitting under your teaching and your preaching. And on a side note, I want you to know that I will wear it proudly, and you will have to explain that to our new members.
Pastor Judy, thank you so much for your service and your faithfulness. You've been there for our highs and you've been there for our lows, and we just love you, and we hope that you have a great retirement.
Just a little congregation gathered in the church house pews. Sunday after Sunday, our eyes are all on you. Though it's not always easy, sometimes your strength seems gone, but through it all you've shown us just how to carry on. No one knows the hours you've spent upon your knees. The tear stains on your pillow is something no one sees, but in heaven there's a record of all you say and do. And right now we're giving honor where honor is due, because you gave. Just look around and see all the lives that have because you gave.
Pastor and Judy, I'd like to start off by saying when we moved back here almost 12 years ago, going on that now, we asked Pastor Rick Perrine at Ripley Baptist Temple, a place to go, and he mentioned you and Grace Baptist Temple and highly recommended you, and I'm so glad that he did. He led us exactly where the Lord needed us to be. You have provided so much support, you and Judy, over the years. You've helped us more than you'll probably ever know. You've helped lead my children to the Lord and help them become the good kids that I think they are. And you've provided support to my entire family. You've provided prayers. You've taught us from the pulpit. You've counseled us from the pulpit. You've convicted us from the pulpit and provided the comfort that we need. Your words have truly been from the Lord, and for those things we're greatly appreciate you and your church family. The Lord truly has worked through you and Judy and your words. And not only that, but all the other support. I understand that it's very hard to run anything, and the church is no different. And you've done an exceptional job with that. And there are no words that I can say that would really convey exactly how much I appreciate you and Judy. And you will be missed. There's no doubt about that. We love you. We really appreciate you, and hopefully you know truly how we feel about you and Judy and what you've meant to us over the years.
Yes, we thank you for all you've done for us and the church.
Yes, we thank you and we love you both so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks again.
Hi, Preacher and Judy. I just want to let you know how thankful I am for the 48 years that I've known you. I was 13 years old when you came to Williamson, and I've loved you every day that I've known you. There was just some kind of a special connection, Judy, with you and I, and you've always been my big sister. I appreciate all the time that you all have spent with me, prayed for me, encouraged me, and loved me. Judy, I appreciate the time that you have spent, whether we're sewing or we're going to Gaither concerts or whatever we might be doing, working together. I've enjoyed all the time that we've had. Pastor, I've enjoyed all the time, the conversations we've had, sitting around Mom's table, eating chocolate and lemon pie or dinner, and I'm just thankful that we've had all of that time together. I love you both very much and look forward to spending more time with you in the future.
Hi, Brother Ron and Judy from Wake Forest, North Carolina.
Hello.
This is our newest granddaughter, Aspen James Kent, and she will be 3 months in a week. I think a week. Anyway, we just wanted to say we would love to be with you all on Brother Ron's last Sunday preaching. As I was there the first Sunday he preached, I was in first grade, and I have very fond memories of that day. And we just wanted to let you all know how you have taught us over the years and just been there for us over the years. And the biggest event of our lives.
33 years ago when you married us.
Yes, and that's this December 31st. And Brother Ron married us, and it'll be 34 years. So we want to say thank you. And as our little welcome to our story says here, my spiritual story began at Grace Baptist Temple. And over the years, Brother Ron taught me, and he took us to camp. He brought missionaries that really made an impact on my life. And I have always been mission minded. I know that's because my love for missions and missionaries started out at Grace Baptist Temple. So I'm happy that you're getting to have a break for a while. So happy retirement.
Yep, enjoy it. You deserve it.
Preacher Judy, I want to thank you for all your years of dedication to Grace Baptist Temple and its members. Know that you are very much loved, and we will continue our prayers for you. Thanks.
Hello, good evening. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Daniel Snavely. I've been a lifelong member of Grace Baptist Temple in Williamson, and I was 6 years old when Brother Ron, Judy, Ronnie, Randy, and Robbie came to Williamson to pastor Grace Baptist Temple. Typically, I'm not at a loss for words, and I am, however, having a problem limiting my words and what I have to say about Pastor Sanger. First of all, I love him deeply as a friend, and actually more family than friend. And as my pastor and as a spiritual leader in our community, I'm going to try to limit things to as brief as I can be. But the first thing that stands out to me about Pastor Sanger is his character and the quality of person that he is, how biblically he has lived his life, and how biblically he has led our church. He's a true biblical scholar, and I have learned a lot from him over the years. And I have very fond memories and impressionable memories of my mother sitting there in church with her Bible and recording and writing his teachings and preachings, and he would say that it's not from him, it's from the Bible. And he truly pastored our church that way. He's a man of character. He's been there for every major event in my life. And it's hard to believe, I was 6 years old when he came, and that now he's going to be retiring. He deserves it. He and Judy have served faithfully our church and our community. And I'm proud to know them both, and I love them both as family. Have just a couple of funny stories to share. So when I was young, definitely preteen years, there was these so-called black vans that were traveling around the country and kidnapping children. And so one evening, the pastor was at our house visiting, and my dad was not yet home from work. And he comes home, and I was scared to death. If anybody knows me, I was scared of any scary movie, scared of my shadow as far as things like that. So I didn't want to leave like the living room. I didn't want to go to my room, and my my dad remarked, son, you don't have anything to worry about. The bull of the woods is here. And so I replied, Dad, the pastor's getting ready to leave. And Brother Ron remembers that story and shares that with me in good fun. But to have that type of lifelong, enduring relationship really has meant so much to me. Another funny story is when I went off to medical school at WVU. I spent that summer working underground, actually, in the mines over at Tall Timber, earning money to go. And I was scared to death. I really didn't think I could make it through. A whole new environment for me. So first set of tests go around. I did very well on the first two tests I had. And the third test, I think probably I got a 75, and passing was 75. So I was scared. And that was in gross anatomy actually. And so shared that with Pastor Sanger. And so I got this, wonderful letter, and his writings are fantastic. Handwritten cursive, letter from Pastor Sanger. Just encouraged me, tell me, how people in the church were praying for me, and it meant a lot. So the next set of tests came around, and I got the highest grade in the class on gross anatomy. I got a 98 on that exam. So I came home to my trailer in Morgantown that I shared with my roommate who was from Logan, and I showed him my test score, and he replied, you think you could have your pastor write me a letter? So I could go on and on, literally, but I'm so thankful for Pastor and Judy for what they've done for our church and for me personally and my family and my community. I love him dearly. I'm going to miss him terribly in that role, although I'm not there. I still know that he has been there, but he deserves it, and I'm happy for him. I'm happy that he gets to enjoy the next phase of his life, and I hope he lives much longer and lives a very healthy, happy life, and then he and Judy can spend some time together and enjoy one another. Their hearts and their souls have been there literally in that church. So I'd just like to say, Brother Ron, I love you dearly. You and Judy and the boys have meant so much to me, my entire life and my family. But I know this is not the end for us. And I also know everything that you taught me, that I've learned over the years, is in my heart and in my mind for the rest of my life. So thank you for allowing me to share this with you, and I apologize for getting emotional, but it's emotional time, but I'm happy for him and Judy. I love you guys.
I'd like to take this time and say we'd like to thank our pastor for the last 17 years that we've got to be here in Grace, that we have got to know him pretty well. And there were times when we needed some counseling, and the pastor, before we was ever members here, the pastor gave us counseling on the things what we should be looking at and things we should be doing. So I'd like to say thank you, Brother Ron, and thank you, Judy. For the last 17 years, it's been wonderful to be here at Grace.
Thank you, Pastor. Thank you, Judy. I love you both, and we're really going to miss your sermons. And I've loved you so much, and I just pray that we'll keep hearing you on and on and on. Thank you.
Ron and Judy, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for loving us. Thank you for your guidance and for your devotion to the Lord in your service. We love you.
Thank you so much, Ron and Judy, for accepting me into the church and the kindness you've shown. We just want to thank you so much for your dedication and leadership of this church and your service to the community. God bless you.
Pastor, for being our preacher, we have enjoyed it, and it's been a blessing having you as our pastor and mentor for the time we've been here with you, and we love you very much.
Thank you, Pastor and Miss Judy. Thank you for showing us what a pastor and a pastor's wife should be. Just thank you for everything.
Thank you, and we love you and appreciate you.
We would like to have you back 10 more years.
Thank you, we love you.
Thank you, Ron and Judy. Thank you, Pastor.
Thank you, we love you.
Thank you for 48 years of love and dedication.
Thank you. We love you, Ron and Judy.
Thank you, Papa, for being our preacher for 48 years. I'm really glad you could preach that long. We love you.